It is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today we got details on the Keith Kunz Giveback Classic at Millbridge Speedway. Alex Bowman now owns a winged 410 sprint car. The USMTS Modifieds close out this weekend. USAC is coming back to Selinsgrove, and we've got an update about West Virginia Motor Speedway. But first, this episode is brought to you by Blood Lubricants. Blood carries a high-performance line of synthetic racing oils, and they've got you covered for all sorts of dirt racing applications. Engine oils, gear oils, suspension fluid, cleaning products, you name it, they've got it. Make sure to check out their Pro Series gear oils. ASCS regional champion Joshua Shipley uses it, and he says he's never seen a gear oil perform the way Blood does. After 8 races, he drained the oil, and it was clear and looked brand new, and it doesn't stink. Blood has a great racer support program that offers discounts on products plus free swag, and they support hundreds of racers across many divisions throughout the country. To check out the support program, find out more information, or to buy, visit bloodlubricants.com. That's BLUD lubricants.com. If you'd like to receive 25% off most products, use code DIRT at checkout. That's DIRT, all caps at checkout. The Keith Kunz Motorsports Giveback Classic starts tonight at Millbridge Speedway here in North Carolina. In the past, the event was for outlaw karts, and this year they switched it to 600cc non-wing micros, and the event features a new format. The winner of Wednesday's 67-lap feature event will get a ride with Keith Kunz for the Chili Bowl. The race also pays $5,000 to the winner. If the winner is ineligible to compete in the Chili Bowl or already has a ride for the race, they will win an additional $10,000. The track was open last night for practice, and over 100 cars took part. I think it saw at one point 112 cars, with Alex Bright and Dazen Persley topping the charts. The entry list includes some of the best in midgets and micros, and names like Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will compete. Looking at the format, tonight competitors will take part in qualifying and heat races, and then Wednesday will feature qualifiers and the mains. If you want to watch, if you can't be at Millbridge, you can do that live on speed51.tv. Certainly be an interesting couple of days. A lot of guys are going to be hungry to be able to have an opportunity to race for somebody like Keith Kunz at the Chili Bowl. And guys like Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, they've got a lot of laps around Millbridge. Obviously, with that being local here to the Charlotte area, those guys compete there fairly often. So you got to think kind of this combination of guys with experience on the track plus hungry guys. It's going to be a wild couple of nights here at Millbridge. So if you get an opportunity to tune into that race, I would certainly do so. I think it'll be fun a couple of days. NASCAR driver Alex Bowman made waves across social media in recent weeks when he posted photos of a winged sprint car adorned with Valvoline logos and sporting the number 55. Bowman is no stranger to dirt, as he's brought midgets to Chili Bowl in recent years, but this was the first we'd seen of Bowman getting involved in winged sprint car racing. Shortly after the photo was posted, the car made its first laps in a test session at the dirt track at Charlotte with CJ Leary behind the wheel. Leary has driven Bowman's midgets in the past. In a story posted to sprintcarandmidget.com, Bowman told Jacob Seelman that they built the car basically out of boredom during the pandemic, and that they will debut the team at the Wild Wings Shootout at Arizona Speedway in January with Leary behind the wheel. Bowman didn't commit to any additional dates, but did tell Seelman that they will run when it fits his schedule. He certainly wants to be involved, and he would like to run some of the bigger sprint car races next year. You can find more details in Seelman's story at sprintcarandmidget.com. It'd be interesting to see, if that car shows up to some outlaw races, some big paying 410 races next year, and what they're able to do. Obviously, Leary has a ton of experience and has had a ton of success in non-wing competition, and this will be a cool opportunity to see him get the chance to run some wing races. And I can't imagine that the stuff that Bowman built is going to be budget stuff. I would imagine it's going to be a pretty nice race car. So we'll certainly stay tuned for that. The USMTS Modifieds wrap up their 2020 season this weekend at RPM Speedway in Texas with the Summit Southern Nationals. The event runs Thursday through Saturday and features full programs of racing each night. Thursday pays $2,000 to win, Friday $3,000 to win, and Saturday is $5,000 to win. USRA factory stocks, limited mods, and tuners are also on the card. Rodney Sanders has had another strong season and has the title all but wrapped up. I think basically he'd have to not show up over the course of the 3 nights to not win the championship. He currently leads Derek Ramirez by 191 points. Jason Hughes, Zach Vanderbeek, Terry Phillips, Tyler Davis, Tanner Mullins, Casey Skyberg, Adam Cates, and Joe Duvall round out the top 10 in the standings. Sanders has 35 top 10s in 36 starts this season, along with 10 wins and 26 top 5s. Ramirez has the second most wins with 6, and 13 different drivers have won USMTS races in 2020. The championship will be Sanders' second in a row and fourth USMTS crown in his career. If you can't be at RPM Speedway, you can watch live all weekend long at raceanddirt.tv. USAC and Selinsgrove Speedway announced today that not only will the Silver Crown Series return to the Pennsylvania track in 2021, but that the USAC sprint cars will race at Selinsgrove next year for the first time in 50 years. The national sprint cars will head to Selinsgrove on June 17th as part of the Eastern Storm Tour, with the event paying $6,000 to the winner. Mitch Smith won the series' only visit to Selinsgrove back on July 17th, 1971. The Silver Crown cars take on Selinsgrove on August 8th for the second running of the Bill Holland Classic. The race will be 75 laps and pays $8,075 to the winner. Shane Cottle won the event earlier this year. For more information on the event, check out SelinsgroveSpeedway.com. Something I've been keeping an eye on lately that I kind of wanted to bring up on the show today has been the transformation of West Virginia Motor Speedway. The track last held events in 2013, but has sat idle until recently due to operator issues and some local road problems. Promoter Cody Watson, who is involved with the Renegades of Dirt Tour and Tyler County Speedway, is leading the effort to get the track renovated with plans to reopen it for 2021. They've already scheduled a big late model weekend, June 4th and 5th next year, for the historic 100, which will pay $10,000 to win on Friday and $30,000 to win on Saturday. It looks like they're kind of turning it into a big throwback weekend, throwback paint schemes, and they're going to have a big gathering of racers and cars and memorabilia and all kinds of stuff to kind of go along with that weekend as well. They also just recently announced a $10,000 to win 410 sprint car race on May 22nd featuring the Fast Series. If you go check out their social media pages, they're at Visit WVMS on Twitter and Facebook. You can see a bunch of the photos of the cleanup and improvements they've been making here in recent months. In its previous iteration, the track was a 4/10 mile, but the new operators have returned it to its original 5/8 mile configuration. That's a big dirt track. They've also cleaned up all the overgrowth. They've re-roofed buildings. They redid the tower. They've improved the infield, and there's a whole lot more that they've done, and a whole lot more coming, it sounds like. In recent years, I feel like it seems like we keep losing tracks. So, when you get an opportunity to see a story, about a track coming back to life that was previously left behind, I think that's really neat. Certainly kudos to everybody involved there to get that track going again. You can find more details on the racetrack and the project at wvmotorspeedway.com. It's difficult to say WV. And I might need to see if we could get Cody on Dirt Tracker Conversations to talk about all of the progress that they've made there. I certainly think that would be a neat conversation. I'll keep you posted there if I'm able to make progress with Cody. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Tuesday. It's a quiet day on the streaming services. Only USAC 24/7 is happening on Flow Racing. If you want to check out that daily streaming schedule, you can do that at DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. You can find Dirt Tracker Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. You can also watch the show every day on YouTube and Facebook. Please leave a review, comment, subscribe, all of those things. It certainly helps the show. You can also email the show at info@dirttracker.com. You can follow along at facebook.com/dirttracker, twitter.com/dirttracker, and the website itself, dirttracker.com. You can follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.